Salam guys. So it's Twice Inspired here.
Hi.
We're just two best friends who decided to start a podcast because we have such deep, meaningful conversations.
Lol.
But
Her name's Habibah. My name's Shukri. I'm from Somalia. And she's from England.
I'm half Indian, half English, to keep it short and sweet.
It's actually a lot more than that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. And we've known each other since secondary school for about...
And we're now grown up, so like 12 years.
12 years. We're like BFFs.
BFFL. And we just thought, let's just start a podcast. And like, we talk about so many different things and so many different topics on a daily basis with our friends, with our family, on Instagram. And it's like, why not start a podcast and share it with whoever wants to listen?
And I mean, there's probably so many people who have had the same reasons for starting a podcast as us, but hey. And yes, maybe we could talk about like where the name Twice Inspired came from.
Yeah, that was all Habibah, so take the stage.
Well, if people like it, it's from me. If you don't, it's from Shukri. No, I'm joking. But so
it took ages though. It took
because you came up with different, like, we liked the word inspired and we wanted to have that in it, like inspiration, all of that stuff. Then I came up with Twice Said, and Shukri really liked that. But I was like, no, it's not like what exactly I'm looking for. And then I liked Inspired Minds, but that was already taken. So then I kind of just put two and two together and I was like, Twice Inspired. And
you're like, I've got the one.
It was like we knew it was the one kind of thing. And Hamza, we both agreed on it. But also it has another meaning to it, which, do you want to explain?
Yeah, so like sorry, but so the idea that like you can hear things and like all of the things that we're going to talk about they're not new things, they're not like
revolutionary,
you know what I mean?
Like ideas or anything.
Exactly, they're not discoveries, they're things that almost everyone has already heard before, but sometimes you need to hear things again. And even in Islam, like, exactly you need to have a little reminder, and then you kind of feel it again, so you're like twice inspired. And that's what I really loved about it, because a lot of things that we do talk about, and even in our own journeys and stuff, we know all of these things already, but you just need to be reminded of it, encouraged of it.
Yeah, exactly. So we try our best to always, bring it back to the deen and bring it back to Allah and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because at the end of the day, that is our guideline for living life. So we do hope this will benefit you and benefit 100%. Us first and foremost.
100%. And like what you were just saying about Islam, like, I've tried to do this journey, it could be weight loss journey, it could be mindset journey, productivity, whatever it is, like, so many times in my life. And I think honestly the times where you have Islam incorporated into it, 100%. It's just so much more effective. And I think obviously with the pandemic, with everything that's happened, it's like 2020 is the year of change. Like, you have to have come out of it with something,
100%.
So we're here.
So we do hope to have guests as well. And we're going to be releasing this every fortnight on Sundays. And hopefully, once we get the hang of it, inshallah, we will maybe release it weekly.
Yeah, inshallah.
But for now, it is going to be fortnightly, just because we are starting up. And so we're just going to talk about everything and anything, literally, like, and we just
everything positive, like positive mindset, positive healthy life, spirituality,
even negative things, but not to be negative,
but to ultimately uplift and
inspire. And we really want people to get involved, so do interact with us via Instagram or via any other social media outlets that we have, because we do want to keep in touch with our listeners and hear what everyone has to say, so that's really important to us as well. So we just hope anyone who listens to our podcast will be inspired by it and benefit from it, inshallah. Go ahead and listen to one of our episodes and let us know what you think. Get in contact with us via our Instagram page at twice_inspired. Give us a like, give us a shout out if you like our content. And for now, here are a few sneak peek clips from a couple of our episodes, and we hope you enjoy.
Like, at the beginning I thought I was going to die, so I was like, oh my god, this is it. I'm going to die, like, this is it. So I really had to confront myself and be like, who are you? Like, you're not ready to die or to do anything. You know what I mean? So
I honestly, guys, I was not a morning person. I hated the morning. I'm moody in the morning. I'm a night owl. Yeah, I was a night owl, should I say? Because I've changed. I'm joking. But
you had a donut, and my personal trainer always says this to me, like, okay, you had a donut but you don't have 4 more. Do you know what I mean? Because that's I was kind of a sabotaging, I was a saboteur to myself. Or like, for example, you've got Pringles, okay, eat, don't finish the pack. Do you know what I mean? Just stop yourself. You have to kind of forgive yourself and be like, okay, I've come this far, I've got this bad habit, but
it's a work in progress.
I'm gonna change it. But it can sometimes get you down, especially in this like in this month, the 3rd month. I'm like, oh, it's just too much weight. Like, I'm just too fat now. Let me just be fat. But then it's like 2 years later, I'll be more fat.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes you have to think long term. You have to think in a year from now, do I want to look back and think, do I still want to be the same person in 1 year's time? Or do I want to be that person that I wanted to be?
Yeah, because it's that thing of like, you know, when people are like, oh, I can't start now.